Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
2nd and 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man, Woods.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Holmes has got it complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A former rushing champ, a 3-time All-Pro, it's Priest Holmes.
He'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On play action, they'll throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down.
Back to throw here.
He'll find Fournette again here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
go now.
On second down, here's the option. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now back to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll go with a keeper, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Reload.
They'll run with Holmes. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run now with Holmes. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Trap 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Ty Law.
And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, here's an option right. And all the way down to the 26. A big time. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. It was prime time. Deion Sanders with a sack on the corner blitz.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
But certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Cut my team, cut my team.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. In motion left is Wilson. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Mel Blount, the Hall of Fame corner, in on the stop. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He's up to the 20, and he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
2nd and 1. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They'll look to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and the return stops.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your opponent's 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 25 yards for the touchdown. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if...
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line. 1st and goal. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Touchdown, Packers! Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. Well done. You've defeated this Ultimate Challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the...
Hello there, it's the Coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But you're just across midfield as we get set here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Greg Jennings, 45 yards. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tap.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line, 1st and long. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. Got a man, it's Tristan Jackson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 45. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. To throw is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Less than 2 minutes to play in this game, and we are still scoreless. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right?
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But you've driven into opponent territory as we get set here on 1st down.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Gain of 25 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fournette. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A give left side to Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you...
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the back now here in Santa Clara. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's a give to Fournette. Trucks over him. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll run for it with Fournette, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. Here's Winston. Flushed out right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Washington. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Nice job there, Gip. Mm-hmm.